I don't know why it does that. Like if I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna hit stop recording, and now I'm gonna hit start recording. All right, so I know what the problem is. I just updated the OBS Studio. It's the software I use that runs all this, and I updated it last night before I started the break. And so what happens is if I hit stop recording, not stop streaming, I continue to stream, but if I click stop recording and I click start recording, it crashes the software. So I'm sure what they've got to do is they got to do a patch or something. I never should have updated it. I knew as soon as I did it, I was like, update, sure, and then I was like, oh, that's a mistake, because it works. You know, don't fucking touch it. It works. And I updated it, and now it crashes. So anyway, that's what happened. Sorry about that. That not intentional, but that was my fault. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, sorry about that. What I was testing, I was trying to figure out what the problem was, so I did it again and it crashed, and then I did it again, you know, and crashed again, and I was like, oh, okay, so now I know what the problem is. So sorry about that. But anyway, this is case 181. You, my friend, have the Rays. Well, the AL East anyway in the first half. Yeah, it was. The problem is that when I have multiple breaks, right? When I have more than one break, I keep the stream running, but I stop my local recording so that I have a video file, you know, and then I click start recording, and so that's going to be a problem if it's going to do that. Yeah, I have no idea why this isn't making any noise. Okay. So yeah, anyway, good times. I'll check for a patch after this break. Joey Bart. Yeah, it didn't really work out for either side last break. I mean, they got a handful of autos, but none of them were very nice. There was one parallel, but and a mega, but I mean, you know. Keegan Thompson, first auto, NL Central. So that'll go to Steve. Christian Pache to 125. NL East. Wander Franco. Orange Pipeline AL West. All right, box 2. Won't know until we have a base card, base auto. But even then, with Hobby, you know, base runs they're hard to predict because you only get 4 autos. Anthony K. What do you mean? Oh yeah, Casey Golden is another tell. There's probably about 8 different autos that if I see him, I can say, you know, we're in a Wander run. JD Martinez, off the top of my head, I can only think of Casey Golden right now. Vince Fernandez is another one. Ian Anderson. I don't know. I'd know him if I saw him, that kind of thing. Mauricio, that's a nice card. NL East. Jay Frey. Nice hit, Jay Frey. I don't know if you're still watching, but that's a nice hit. Yeah. Definitely. Jordan Alvarez to 499. He's been on fire lately. Peter Lambert. Jeter Downs. Nolan Gorman to 150. NL Central. Jonathan Hernandez, AL West. Jake Bowers, AL East. So there's your first auto. First half. So we haven't hit a base auto yet. 2 color and an insert auto already. No base. Luis Garcia, 21 out of 25. That's a nice card. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah. A little nervous, but you know. Tomorrow's the one, they say. That's the one. Get by that one and, you know, you're looking good. We've been this far before, but never with IVF. Alex Fado. Aaron Judge, nice card, 250. Zach Collins. Franco and Joey Bart in that pack. Ooh, that is a nice hit. NL West. Aunt Vivian, nice card. 70 out of 150, and every single auto so far has been a color or an insert. Every one. What's up, Prez? Which is great for this half, but I feel bad for the second half. Of course, we haven't hit an orange yet. Of course, I said that last break. We've got an atomic, a sparkle, right? Yeah, an atomic, a speckle, a blue, and an insert auto. That's a huge blue. Definitely a better case. Definitely a better case than the first case. Already, it's a better case. That first case was bad. Lucan Baker, 14 out of 25. Michael Kopech Orange AL Central. I know. Brewer Hickman. Another color. Matt Vierling, NL East, J-Frey again. That's 4 color and an insert auto just in the first 5 boxes. But still no orange. Tirso to go with that auto to 125. I know. Well, the only it doesn't really matter. The only thing it matters for is the AL East. Everybody else has, their spots on both sides. Christian Pache. All right, I really want to hit an orange, but I don't want to hit it in this box. I would like a nice base or refractor auto out of this box, if you don't mind. It'll probably be a wonder. I haven't hit a base auto. I have no idea what kind of run we're in. No clue. Jeter Downs, Dodgers. Well, don't forget, you've also got the 3 megas too. I have not hit a Wander auto out of a mega yet, and I've opened over 100. True story. 100 megas, no Wander. Now, I did hit a Wander short print worth a couple $100, like 3 something, but no autos. And then there's some people open 8 boxes and hit 3 Wander autos. It's just insane how it works. I know, right? Giancarlo. Nice sky blue paper. Giancarlo. Brett Honeywell. First half. Rays. First half, auto, AL East. So you hit 2 autos so far. I like first round outfielders and corner infielders. Even if they're from Baltimore, I like any first round outfielder. You know? Now, I'm not sure if he was pulled in the first round or not. He might not be a first rounder. Oh no, he's a 4th rounder, but he's come around, that's for sure. That's the thing about Bowman. They get those late rounders that blossom, you know. All right, let's do your megas. See if I can hit you a wander in the megas. The paper, like the base paper. Oh, that's getting separated out too. Here, I'll show you in just 1 second. All right, so this is the first break right here. This is first half, chrome and colored paper parallels. This is second half, and then, of course, the hits. So this is the first half right here, and then the second half will go in this slot. So that's how we separate it out. All right, man, you ready? Let's see what we can do. McKenna, Reggie Lawson, Nick Senzel, Luzardo, Logan Allen. Yeah. Ornelas, Hernandez, Dakota Hudson, Ryland Bannon, Royce Lewis. All right, here's something. It's a purple. Hunter Green, Sean Murphy, or Elvis, Christian Javier. Another McKenna for you. McKenna to 250. Elliott, Ramos, Garcia, Kobe Allard, Sean Murphy, Dustin May. Come on, guys, give me an auto. Oh, here's something. I don't know if it's an auto or not. Ryan Weathers, Blake Rutherford, Taylor Trammell, it's not. Brendan Rodgers and Ian Anderson, and last pack. AJ Puck, Brewer Hicklin, Brandon Lowe, Darian Cruz and Alec Baum. So no autos, just the 2 purples. All right, let me go through and make sure I didn't miss any AL East. I know I got the 2 autos, but I just want to make sure I got everything else. Yep. All right. Good enough. Okay, second half. All right, so we've got a lot of colors so far. 4 color autos and an insert auto. But we have not hit any orange autos. So I'm hoping there's still an orange auto in here. But we're probably going to hit a lot of base and refractor autos this second half. We've got 1 base so far and no refractors. Just color and insert. Yeah. Nick Madrigal. Domingo Acevedo. Bo Bichette, second half. AL East. Joey Bart, insert. Vladdy, Casey Mize. Mike Trout. All right, so both of these autos are in the Wander run. Ryan McKenna and Andrew Bechtold. So doesn't mean we're gonna hit a Wander, but we are in the Wander run. But with Hobby, it's really hard for that to matter. You know what I mean? You know, we can be in the Wander run and still come nowhere near to hitting him. So we'll see. I didn't want to say anything when we hit the McKenna, but once we hit the second guy, I figure I better tell you. But, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to hit one. If we're in a jumbo case, then I would say that the odds of hitting a Wander are really high. In a Hobby case, you know, there's a chance. That's all. Will Smith, Dodgers. Yeah, we do have. Well, remember, there's going to be refractors in here too. We should hit 2 or 3 refractors in the next 5 boxes and 1 color. So we probably only have 1 or 2 more base autos. You know, so we could hit all around them. We could hit Luciano. We could hit Costello. We could hit Casey Golden. You know, there's a bunch of guys we could hit in the Wander run without hitting Wander. We haven't hit any refractor autos yet, and you know, there's probably going to be at least 2. I'd like to hit an orange auto. I think there's a good chance there's an orange in here. You know, but there's probably 1 or 2 more base autos. Well, probably 2 more. Probably 2 more base autos. Drew Waters. Braves. That's it. Bechtold and McKenna are the only 2 base. There's probably 4, sometimes 5. But there hasn't been any refractor or an orange, so you know there's going to be at least 2 refractor for sure. We haven't hit any of them. If I were a betting man, I'd say the odds of hitting a Wander in this case are about 50%. Jimenez. No, I'm good. Darian Cruz refractor auto. NL East. NL West. Talent pipeline to 150. All right, Brat. Did you just register tonight? Michael Baez to 125. Sure, what's up, buddy? Was it one of the cards? And if so, is it PSA or BGS? And who'd you purchase it from? That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Has it shown up in any of those threads? Because just because it was a BGS 9, that doesn't mean it can't be a PSA 10. A PSA 10 and a BGS 9 are really similar. They have different grading criteria. Well, yeah. So, you know, maybe check out some of the slabs in the PSA. You know how they're doing runs on PSA. So they're taking the cert number and then they're looking above it and below it to look at the cards near it. If those cards look trimmed, or not trimmed but altered, then maybe I'd worry. But otherwise, a BGS 10 can definitely be a PSA 10. Or BGS 9 can definitely be a PSA 10. Edges. Okay. Still, you know. Oh. Tommy Romero to $4.99. Okay, so what's your question? Well, one thing you can do is you can send it to PSA for a reevaluation. Send it in the case, you know. They're offering that service. I don't know what it would cost for a $16,000 card, but it would definitely give you peace of mind. Daniel Johnson? I don't know, man. That's a really tough position to be in. I mean, if you don't like the card, dump it. But right now, I wonder if more people are thinking, you know, everybody's dumping cards they think might be suspect, you know? And then if you do dump it, do you have to disclose it that it was once a BGS 9? You know? I mean, shit. Ah, yeah, I see. Yeah, because then at least you've definitely got peace of mind, and obviously, you know, you're letting them know so, you know, they can make an informed decision, you know? Some people will probably call you crazy if you disclose that it used to be a BGS 9, but if it's weighing on your conscience, shit, that's what I would do. Yeah. Yeah, that might be the way to go, you know? Francisco Lindor. Orange paper. Yeah, I think I'd probably do the same thing, you know, disclose it, because, you know, peace of mind's worth more than the money is, that's for sure. Remember the guys I told you that were part of the Wander Run? There's another one. Vince Fernandez. So we've got 2 boxes left. No orange auto again. Not even a gold this time, just an atomic. But we're not done yet. Obviously, there's 2 boxes left. So I would expect, you know, one of these is probably going to be a refractor. And then one of them hopefully will be the orange. Yeah, I know that. There's a lot of people feeling the exact same way. You know, you hate feeling duped by some greasy son of a bitch in a room somewhere with a paper cutter, you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe one base. Sixto Sanchez, it's hard to know what's going to be in here. Well, we've hit 2 refractor autos, so we might be done with the refractors. We got Tommy Romero and Darian Cruz. So that's 2 refractors. That might be it for them. We've got 4 base. That might be it for them, right? 4 base? No, 3 base. I lied to you. So yeah, probably 1 base. 1 base left, and hopefully an orange. Well, let's see what's in here. I forgot about the Tommy Romero because I had set it to the side, so I've got to sleeve it. But yeah, you know, I've got that new product coming out, right? Well, part of that product was going to be, you know, a graded card in each box, and now I'm not doing it, you know. I'm glad I didn't send all those off. I've got like 500 cards I was going to send off for grading. And now I'm sure as hell not doing that. Austin Riley, that's a nice hit right there. Austin Riley, 47 out of 50. You know? Of course, Vladdy's not doing very well either. He was about 200 of those cards were Vladdy's. And then I've got 100 Pete Alonso's, 100, oh hell, what's his name? Fernando Tatis, and 100 Eloy Jimenez. You know, so I had 500 cards I was going to have graded, and then I was going to put one of those cards into each package, into each mystery box, you know. But I'm not doing it now. You know, why should I send cards off to get graded when some other slime ball, you know, gets all these great grades, and, you know, his cards are no better than mine, but, you know, he's going to get all the 10s, you know? No, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these cards. You know, I haven't spent a ton of money, a couple grand on them. And then I was going to spend a couple more grand getting them graded, and then hopefully their value at the end of the day would be higher than what I spent on them. You know what I mean? That was my goal, and then I'd be able to put them in the product as a, you know, a value higher than what they cost. But now I can't do it. No. These would be cards I graded. I've only got a handful of cards that I purchased that were previously graded, and they're old, you know, but they're low grade old. You know, none of them are. I've only got one card worth a couple grand, and here I'll show it to you. Pretty confident that one wasn't. You know, I mean, it's a PSA 2. It definitely hasn't been soaked or anything like that, you know. So I'm not worried about that one. That one's the biggest card I purchased. There's a couple more. Here, I'll show you. They're not many. These are the other ones that I had already purchased previously. You know, so they're nice, but they're nothing that I'm worried about having been. You know, they're all PSA 4 and PSA 5. Nothing worth, you know, they're worth money, but, you know, nothing like what that thread's talking about. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to give them money after, you know, I give them money in good faith, and some other jackass, you know, sliding grease under the table and getting all the good grades. No. And you know what? I think a lot of people feel the same way. You know, I think a lot of people feel the same way. I saw one of the grading companies kind of laughing it off in a podcast. They're like, oh, ha, 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 ha. You know, they don't know what they're talking about. Ha, 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 ha. And, you know, I bet that pissed off a lot of people, because I know it really pissed me off. So if it really pissed me off, imagine all the people that grade more than I do. And there's, you know, most people grade more than I do. You know? No. The hell with that. You know, I'm going to send in your cards, and I'm expecting them to be, you know, BGS 9, 5, 10s with a chance at a 10. Some other slimeball sending his cards in, and, you know, he's thinking he might have a chance at a 9, 5 because he guaranteed a 10. Yeah, it's just a... Oh, man. The Luciano. We just slapped all the way around the Wander. Just... Here's the Wander, right? We hit here, and the Wander right in the middle. So if we've got another base auto in there, it's probably the Wander. Sometimes you have 5 base, so, I mean, it could be. That Luciano's a really nice card, though, for the NL West. But we just slapped all the way around the Wander, man. We were just like, here. Right? Yeah, and you know, you got a really good point, and I agree with you. And those cards that we've set aside, those 4, they're definitely, you know, the kind of cards you want to get graded, you know. But man, it just burns me. And both of the companies, you know, have really pissed me off over this. PSA and their silence, or their one stupid comment that they made. You know, that one release statement from the president was garbage. You know, they all want to belittle it and say, oh, you know, just, you know, some small sample size or something. It's not a small sample size. You know, did you see in the thread today, they got that guy with over 100 BGS 10s in a row. 100 in a row, including like 28 black labels in a row. Come on, man. And then you're just gonna be like, oh, you know, that's just a small sample size, you know, witch hunt, blah blah blah. No, sir. That is definitely not. There's something foul in Denmark, that I know. Yeah. Was it 18? Hold on, now I gotta go look. Because you might be right. Might be 18. Let's see here. Oh, let me look and make sure David Ortiz is okay. Alright, so he's in stable condition. Wow. He said to his doctor, "Please don't let me die. I'm a good man." David Ortiz, when he went into the emergency room. That's crazy. But anyway, where was I? Was it in this one? Yeah, I think it was in this one. Must not be this thread. Okay, here it is. It's gonna be this one. Yeah. "28 consecutive black labels." Yeah, I did have the number right. Look at this here. "28. Oh yeah, 100 in a row. Yeah. Yep, 100 in a row. That's the same thread. So 28 consecutive black labels, 67 consecutive 10s, and then another 55 consecutive 10s. Isn't that crazy? That's 112 plus the 28 consecutive black labels. Crazy, right? And then people are gonna say, "Oh, that's just as good eye." Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not a good eye. You can decide for yourself what it is, but it's not just a good eye. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, exactly. That's a very good way to say it. Unbelievable. And it is unbelievable. But, the grading company wants to go on a podcast and laugh it off. Oh, that forum's just on a witch hunt. Oh, okay. Well, that witch has legs then. Anyway. It's just disgusted by the whole thing. All right, well, I hope we do hit one for Steve. Let's hit Steve a Wander. Either base or an orange, right? I'm really be upset we go 2 cases in a row without an orange auto. But I kind of want to hit a Wander too, so let's hit an orange Wander. Jack Chisholm. No. No, the only thing they're doing is laughing about it on a podcast. And you know, they're definitely aware of it because I talked to one of their senior graders about it the other day. You know, but with them it was at the time, you know, all this other stuff hadn't come out, so it was more like, you know, those guys are stupid. It was more PSA at the time. You know, so they were like, "Oh, you know, who could be that dumb," kind of a thing. But now we've got this black label situation. You know, shoes on the other foot all of a sudden. Yeah, it's been well, I don't know. I don't think this has been a rough case. Holy shit. Well, it's not Wander, but that's a nice hit. Nice card. You know, it's funny. I don't hit any Vladdy for 100 cases, and all of a sudden I hit 2 big ones in back-to-back nights. Right? That's crazy. It's the shimmer, though, so it's, you know, it's not worth what a gold would be worth, but still. It's a hell of a card. Alright, I think this is him, but I don't want to... I don't want to tweet at him because I'm not sure it's him, but I think it's him. Let me look and see if he's ever retweeted anything I've sent. Because it's his username and it's the same name, but that doesn't mean it's him. Oh, yep, it's definitely him. Alright, I'm going to put him in there. That's a nice hit right there, right? Yeah, man, sorry. Yeah, he did. He spent a lot of money tonight. This isn't even going to break him even. But I'm sure it helps, you know? Mm-hmm. He kept missing the big card, too, you know, in the first case. He got a lot of hits, but he never got the big one, you know? He finally got the big one in this one. Although there was quite a few big ones in this one, to be honest with you. And not real big. You know, the Alex Bomb's a really nice card, but, you know, Duplantier. Alright guys, so that's it for the hobby case, but we still have 3 megas, and we didn't hit an auto in the first 3, so let's see if we can hit an auto here in the, or 2 autos, hell, while we're at it. Shit, 3 autos. I've definitely gone back to back with autos in these boxes, so I'd like to do, you know, I'd like a big hit out of here. to the security thing, security sticker. It was funny too because you called it. You're like, I'm gonna stay around for the big hit. All right, let's see what we got. Duplantier, Victor Mesa, Chris Shaw, Roberto Ramos, Darian Cruz. AJ Puck, Brewer Hicklin. That's a nice gold. Nick Senzel. NL Central. Nick Senzel, that's a nice card. Alec Baum. Brendan Rodgers, Tirso. Cole Stewart, a nice Vladdy. Second half. Santana. We got an auto. Roberto Ramos, Darian Cruz, Ronaldo Hernandez, Orelvis, and Janista. Janista, that goes to Steve too. Or does it? Oh no, that goes to Jay Frey. Sorry. Jay Frey. Alex Fado, Victor Mesa. That's a nice card. Vladdy, Seth Beer, Spanberger, and last pack. Come on, let's get an auto. Let's get an auto. No auto. So we got one anyway. Brock Burke, Mauricio, Dakota Hudson, Jonathan Hernandez, and Ryan Costello. All right, guys, that's it. So let me recap it for you. These are the non-auto hits. Ronnie Mauricio, Seth Beer, Victor Mesa, Nick Senzel Gold. It's a cool card. Duplantier, Jazz Chisholm, Adaman, Austin Riley Gold, Sixto Sanchez, Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Michael Baez, the D-backs, Jimenez, Drew Waters, Will Smith, Honeywell and McKenna, Ian Anderson, Jeter Downs, Tirso, Brewer Hicklin, Michael Kopech, Lucan Baker Orange, Zach Collins, Luis Garcia Orange, Jonathan Hernandez, Nolan Gorman, Jeter Downs paper, Peter Lambert, Jordan Alvarez paper, Ian Anderson, and orange pipeline for the A's, Christian Pache, and a cool Joey Bart. The second half AL East had a Vladdy, Bo Bichette, and a DL Hall. They also had this refractor Tommy Romero. That's the second half AL East. Then autos, we had Janista. That's a Mojo auto. Luciano, that's nice. Vince Fernandez, Darian Cruz. Ooh, nice catch, thanks. Bechtold, first half McKenna. Matt Vierling, Tirso, first half Jake Bowers, Alec Baum, and Keegan Thompson. So the AL West, no autos AL West. So I'll have to do something for them. Who had the AL West? Oh, Steve did. So, all right. I'll throw him some AL West cool stuff. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you appreciated the break. I got to figure out what's wrong with this, with the OBS Studio after I updated it because it keeps kicking us after the first break. So I'll figure that out. All right. Oh. For the recap. Second half, AL East, Vladdy. All right. Thank you very much. See ya.